Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing my recipe for this Bunjal gizzard and liver. Now this is going to be chicken gizzards and liver that we have cooked together until it is dry and it is clinging with all of that masala and that curry paste. Now I know this dish might seem odd to some people who are not used to organ meats and things like this, but in Guyanese cooking or any type of Caribbean cooking, a lot of the organ meats of the animals were used just because it is no waste cooking. All parts of the animals were usually used. So in today's video, I have Auntie Chandra with me and she's going to be helping me put this dish together for you all. I hope you all enjoy. So I've gone ahead and heated up my pot on a medium-high heat. I added in a little bit of oil and then I went ahead and I added in my gizzards. Now the gizzards have been washed, the little skin that is on top of the gizzards has been ripped off and they have been cut into small chunks. Now the reason why we're putting them into the pot here with a little bit of oil is because we want them to steam and we want them to soften up a bit. Gizzards tend to be very tough in texture, so you need to go ahead and steam it and let it cook till it's tender before you actually bunjal it with all of the different spices and the other items that you use. And in here we went ahead and we added some garlic powder as well as some black pepper just to add a little bit of flavor. Now after a little while of those gizzards cooking, I'd say about 5 minutes, we went ahead and added in just a little bit of water so this way we can have them steam and we can have them cook down and get nice and tender. And this process of letting the gizzards cook and boil down is going to take about 15 to 20 minutes on a medium to medium low heat. I just wanted to show you the halfway point of what the gizzards look like. As you all can see, they've shrunken in size a little bit. They're starting to get a little more tender, but there is a lot of water left in the bottom of the pot. We want to go ahead and allow all of that water to evaporate. So I'm going to leave the cover off and let those evaporate. So after about 20 minutes, these are what the gizzards look like. As you all can see, it has started to fry back in that oil that we've added in. There's no more water left, and all we're going to do now is take them out of the pan. Now, if you're a beginner in the kitchen and you want to make sure that they are nice and tender, all you need to do is go ahead and taste a piece, or you can feel it with your fingers to see if they're nice and tender. Now at this point, since the gizzards are done cooking, it is time to go ahead and make our curry paste and prepare the seasonings. So into a little bowl here, we're going to be going in with some curry powder, as well as some garam masala, and this is homemade. And we're also going to be going in with some roasted ground geera or cumin. And at this point, we're going to add in a little bit of water to make a paste or a slurry. And these are all of the other ingredients that I have. Some chopped onions, chopped garlic, chopped hot peppers, some chopped scallions, and I have some extra hot wiri peppers. These are like some mini ones that we got off of our tree in the backyard. And these are perfect for the recipe because you want it nice and spicy. Now at this point, we're going to start cooking again. So into our same pot, we're going to go ahead and add in a little bit more oil, and this is enough oil to go ahead and fry up all of our seasonings. And at this point, we're going to add in all of our chopped onions and we're going to fry them up or saute them until they soften slightly. And at this point, we're going to be going in with our hot peppers as well as that chopped garlic. Now, if you wanted to, you could blend these in a food processor and you can also add them to your curry paste if you wanted to. And once all of those onions and the garlic and the pepper cook down very well, you're going to go in with that curry paste that you made before. And once you add in this curry paste, you're just going to keep on cooking it down until the oil releases back from the spice mixture. And this will take about 6 to 7 minutes for it to start to bunjal and cook down nicely. Now this is what the mixture looks like after about 7 minutes of cooking. As you all can see, it's thickened up, there's no water left in it, and all of the oil has started to release back. At this point, we're going to add back in all of those gizzards that we had steamed off earlier, and we're going to get them coated in all of these spices. And Auntie Chandra is also going to be going in with some extra hot wiri peppers. And at this point, we're also going to add in those livers. And the liver has just been chopped up into about 2 or 3 pieces each. You don't want to cut it too small or else they may mash up and melt. And when you add them in, you have to be very gentle because liver tends to get mushy very quick. And it also cooks very fast. You don't want to overcook it. And at this point, you also want to season it just a little bit. We're going to be going in with some black pepper and we're going to be adding in some salt to taste. And once you stir everything very well, you're going to lower the heat to a medium-low heat. You're going to cover it and allow it to cook until the livers are done cooking. And after about 10 to 12 minutes, this is exactly what you're looking for. As you all can see, the livers have shrunk a little bit in size just because they've started to cook and they've cooked down very well. The sauce is nice and thick and it is clinging to the meat. And once you see all of that mixture dry up a little bit, you can also go in with just a little bit of water, just a couple tablespoons worth, So this way the livers can cook down a little bit more and you can start to develop more of a thick sauce. And after less than 10 minutes again, all of that water should have reduced, your livers will be done cooking, and the gizzard is still nice and tender. So at this point, we're gonna hit it with those scallions that we have chopped up. And this is the finishing touch right here. It's gonna add a nice freshness. And if you wanted to, you could also finely chop some red onions or regular onions and sprinkle it on here and just mix them in. That will make for an amazing taste. So at this point, you're gonna slightly stir it up and you're going to remove it from the heat and it is ready to serve. So this right here is the finished product of my Bunjal chicken gizzards and liver. Now some people also add little chunks of the chicken heart into this as well. I will do another version and another recipe at a different date, but it is usually spicy Bunjal dishes like this that are served as snacks when people are drinking. And this right here can be eaten by itself like I just said, or you can eat it with a plate of rice. You can even eat it with dal and rice, that would be great as well. You can eat it whatever which way you want, but definitely give it a try. Auntie Chandra and I were very happy with the results of this recipe, and if you enjoyed, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed yet, and drop those comments down below and let me know what I should be cooking up next. Bye everyone!